Good morning.
Just wait few minutes for others. Hey, hi Manu. Belated happy birthday.
Hey, good morning, Ami. Good morning, everyone. Thank you.
Yeah. Hi Tony.
Hi, Amin. Good morning.
Hi Sam.
Hi, am I?
Hi.
Sorry, I was on another call. I was finishing that, so let me connect my headset.
Thanks a lot. So we are waiting for Chanel. We are waiting for Dandy Dindo. Hey, how is Dandy doing? Dindo doing? Is he okay?
Dindo might needs to get operated, so he won't be able to make it for today's session. So he will try his best for Friday. That's the update I got.
That's okay. Session is not something which is I'm worried much. His health is far
Yeah,
more critical.
and he pinged me yesterday saying that he's still in hospital. So I didn't bother him to asking him what exactly happened and all. It doesn't feel good if you're asking the person who's going through it, right? So
Right.
I just said, oh, you take care, no, nothing to be worried and all those things, right? So I don't have much information. Manu, if you can get the information, what exactly happened to him, that would be good. At least we know that what he's going through.
Sure.
Don't
I'll
Yeah.
ask
check on
him,
that.
but you can ask.
Mm,
Yeah,
I can check, Sam.
yeah, June,
okay.
please do.
Thank you, Chirun.
Oh, we have Jeda.
Hi
Hey,
Christina.
Jeda, good morning. You pinged me 5 minutes before. I'm so happy. Look at the smile on my face. You're on mute, Jeda. Are you saying something or you're just smiling?
I know that you're happy.
It's very simple to make me happy.
Uh,
Jackie is like, thank God I'm on mute. She is doing that.
No.
Tony, how are you?
I am doing well, sir. How you doing?
Doing absolutely fine, fit and fine. The other way
Okay,
I said alive and kicking.
that's awesome. Glad to hear.
Alright, Deepak, we already spoke this morning. I had a good discussion with Deepak. Hemant, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, Sam. How about you?
I'm good, I'm good. Man, we have too many tasks, huh? I know what are the task we are talking about. We'll work on it together, don't worry. Yes, Amar, over to you.
Yeah,
Just wanted
yeah.
to have a quick catch
I'll
up with
just
Rasul.
wanted to check if Ted is joining
Ted would be a little late. He mentioned he'd be a little late.
and Chanel.
He's busy with I think he's finishing some work. Ted will be a little late for sure. Chanel, I haven't heard back. Guys, did you check the group? Anything from Chanel? Let me call her. Okay. We already have Romain. Romain, you can come on camera if it is possible for
I have
you.
a small request
Otherwise,
to everyone. Christina, Romain, even
yeah,
Tina, June, even my other
yeah.
account. So
Uh,
I'll be all on the camera. I want to take one
Yeah.
snapshot because my marketing person is behind me that you're doing the third batch and you haven't clicked the photo yet. And that is what something he was been pushing me for. So I request all of you to
Uh-huh.
just be on a camera. I would quickly take a snapshot of the screen and
I
he'll
don't know if it is.
I mean, give me some time. I just came home and I'm just settling down.
okay.
Yeah.
Uh, okay. So I'm just waiting. So Ted, you said he will join sometime later. And Chanel, we are checking.
That is correct.
We
Ted
Can
still
you
will
hear
be
me?
joining late.
Oh, okay. No problem, Romain. It's okay to come back. 3 minutes is not that a big a problem. Should we start?
Amit, can you hear me?
Perfect.
Okay. Is it for me, guys, or for everyone? Amay's voice is little low.
I am able to hear you guys well. If I'm not able, if my voice is coming low, I'll probably try it again.
Yes, I guess so. Is it for everyone? Guys, please confirm.
I think a
Yes.
little bit low,
Yes, a little
my
bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Is this better?
Not really.
Guys, please confirm. Is this better?
Yes.
Yes.
Better, no? Okay, no problem. Okay, so should we start? We will come back to the photo in some time when everyone is on screen. Let Ted join, let Tina get settled down, Romain reach the office. Then probably we will click a quick screenshot and then uh, we will revisit that thought. For now, hope everyone was able to cover something which was being majorly discussed in our conversation on the Friday. Majority of that was a recap. Any question, any worry, anything in your mind? Nothing? Great. Moving forward, concept of need. We covered this sometime back in our previous conversation. I'm revisiting that conversation again. Now, but instead of today me telling you what exactly it is, I would like to know from you that what you can recollect. So we talked about these categories of the leads which are coming your way. Can you quickly tell me what kind of leads come your way today? Whoever have leads. Think about it and tell me. Yes, Tony.
Most of the leads that I have now been receiving have been leads for lead generation. The
Okay.
greater majority, at least.
Okay. No, but I'm on screen able to show you something which is my screen shared?
Yes,
Yes,
it is.
yes.
Perfect. So you can see category 1 to category 4, which is on the screen, right? Category 1 is where customer know what they want, what they need, and also they know the solution. This is category 1. You can see here, right?
Yes.
Then those who know what they need and have some idea but not specific product, service, or solution in mind, this is category 2. There's category 3 wherein customer is ready for change but cannot articulate the need. Something is missing, something is broken, something is in a mess, but we don't know what. And then they don't have any clarity about the solution or a product or a service. The category 4 is prospect has pain or interest but not the requirement. They are not very sure whether they are ready for any change or not. They may have other priorities in life. So normally they are not interested to know anything about us. Now if I categorize
Can
my,
I answer this, or do you want the team to go ahead and answer first?
let everyone try it. What do you think,
Okay,
Hemant?
I'll
What
go.
kind
I'll
of
go at the end. Yes.
correct. What do you think, Hemant? What kind of leads do we get?
I don't think Hemant has
yeah.
received any of the leads so far.
Okay, in your
Hemant,
upsell
All right.
cross-sell, in your upsell and cross-sell, what kind of lead will that be?
Sorry, I do not have
on
any
your
leads for upsell also.
No. I'm saying the current cases where you currently talk to, maybe
Mhm.
upsell of more FTs, where will you qualify them?
I would qualify them in category 1.
Perfect. Okay. Jada, what do you think? What kind of conversations currently do you handle?
With my what do you mean?
In the categories which are there on the screen, if you have any conversation with a customer today for more FTs to be sold or for anything similar, where will you categorize it? Hi, Dandy.
Hello, happy Monday, everybody.
Happy Monday.
hi, Dandy. Happy Monday.
Customers, category 3,
Category 3. Customer is ready for change but cannot
but
articulate the
can
need.
articulate the need.
Okay, and they have no idea about the solution, right?
Yes.
Okay, Deepak, what do you think?
Mine will be category one because we for the upsell, like customer already know the solution and they know the need also. Like so, it will be category one.
Perfect. Tony, what do you think? Which is your category?
I would say category two, at least
Category
for the
2.
leads that I have been receiving. Yeah,
So they understand their need and have some idea about a solution.
exactly. Yes.
Lovely. Jackie, what do you think?
In my case, it has been category one in most of the
Category
cases.
1. Lovely.
Yes.
June, what do you think? What kind of conversations do you currently have? Where will you categorize them? June, you're there? I think her screen is frozen. Okay, I'll move forward. Manuel, what do you think?
Category one for most of my leads right now.
Okay. Christina, about your conversations?
The one that I have right now that I'm working right now is category two.
Category 2. Okay. Dandy?
I think it's a combination of one and two.
You have a 1 and 2 kind of combinations. Okay. Roman,
Yep.
what do you think? Where will you categorize your customer?
Well, I'm kind of not working on any new customers yet, just existing. But I'd say right now, based on what we're working on for like existing new business within the current ecosystem, I'd say a category three, for me at least.
Lovely. Great. Sam, please.
I would say apart from category, I think for me it's all the categories, but category four is very less because if they are not ready to know, because even if there are clients who know that they are in pain, but they know that they are interested, so they are always look for some new solution. So apart from category four, I would say I'll bifurcate it. Category one would be around 35%. Category two would be another 35%, and then rest of the two would be 15-15 because this is because rest of the groups they are not receiving fresh leads also. In my case, I receive a lot of fresh leads at times, and I also generate leads. So that's what I can bifurcate. It's a little difficult for the existing team. The reason behind they have only few of them, they have just started working on the sales side of it. Even if they're like somebody like June, she's mentioning on the chat that she does not have client communication, right? So we have to probably re-evaluate this some later stage, but this is what we feel like. Yes.
Absolutely. The reason of asking you this question is not because I wanted to know the funnel health, but I wanted you to think in the line that is the every conversation which we are having, will customer always know what they want? Answer is no. Sometimes they may have a pain, problem, issue, situation, interest, but they do not know what they want. It may start happening in majority of the conversations when you catch them early or catch them young in their process. Now, what happens that depending on which category I put my customer into, I'll probably be able to see the different behavior. You can see on your screen, just quickly look at each category, how the behavior changes for each of the stakeholder. So you can see if customer knows their need and knows the solution, where does the bargaining power go? It is with customer. This is more like going into a pharmaceutical store and ordering a prescription. Whatever that prescription is, we may probably be able to negotiate on the cost here and there, and we may get it. I'm not very sure how it works in other places, but in India, normally this is how, if I know the product and the solution, I normally tend to get better cost. But I may not do it with a super specialty doctors. I cannot go and tell them that please negotiate on the diagnostic fees. Correct? So normally category one is more like a pharmacy shops, wherein bargaining power lies with customer. Sales reps entry in the cycle happens bit late. normally they are at a negotiation stage. That's when they enter. So you remember the buying cycle, buying journey? Guys, you are able to recollect the buying journey wherein we said that there is a status quo, then there is a definition of need, then there is a proposal, then ultimately there is a negotiation. There are steps in between, like evaluation of options, resolution of concern. All with me, or should I go back to that?
No, we are with you, I believe.
Okay, okay. Anyone need me to revisit that site?
Guys, open up, please.
All good. All good from my end. Thank you.
Okay.
All
So,
good on my end. Amazing.
perfect. So in that case, we are entering at negotiation, then it is customer category 1. If we are entering bit early, then we are at a evaluation of option stage. If that is category 3, then we are at a problem definition stage. This is the best place and the maximum margin will happen here, because now you are not only doing the delivery but also consulting them for best of the services. Manu, you are able to get the idea? So you mentioned that you are currently having category 1, which means probably we are entering a cycle bit late. If we start reaching bit early, then what will happen is that we will start defining problems for them. And we will also give the solution to them. Right? And then
Agree.
when we do both, they develop a clear favorite vendor. And that's where our margins are a bit better. In commoditized product like BPO, this may get a bit difficult. But let us say if I start reaching too early, let us say I do a cold calling to the prospect. In retail, let us say tomorrow we decides to start reaching out to every mom and pop shop. And we start becoming too early. What will happen? It will become category 4 very quickly. They don't want to change anything. You're getting the point? They are at a status quo. They're at that trigger stage. Yes, we know we have a problem, but we are not ready to take any action on that. We have other priorities to deal with. Correct? So whenever you get a lead, you have to probably bifurcate them in from category 1 to category 4. And depending on that, your behavior or your performance will change. Everyone with me? Any question, any doubt? Perfect. So Romain, when you mentioned that you are in category 3 with the new services which you want to sell to AT&T, you are trying to do the consultative part also, wherein you are trying to convince client that this will be better and improved future for them. Am I right?
You are correct.
Correct. So that is where the margins and the better payment would come in. Good. Now again, this we covered. Normally when we do not know where the customer is, remember that customer need evolves. A few days back or few months back or few years back, someone would have pitched a chatbot to company like AT&T. They would have been thinking about what is this chatbot. We may not want it at all. Everything is hunky-dory. We don't want to change anything. Correct? Slowly and gradually, it's almost perfect situation for them. Slowly and gradually, there would be a dissatisfaction because there are other players, those who are coming up with these options in their platform. Then slowly and gradually, it will become a bigger problem because now people are comparing each other. And then slowly and gradually, that will become actionable requirement. They'll have a desire to act. And if I pitch accordingly, it will become better. So in first 3 stages, it is difficulty, concern, issue, hassle, dissatisfaction present. But however, in the last one, it's a strong want or desire to change. Do you remember this conversation in the past? In the SSP, we have done this slide and we said that we will not pitch at the first stage. We will pitch it only when the client is ready. With me?
Yep.
Okay. So normally the impact of the pitch would be more when, what do you think, guys? When would be the impact maximum?
When
Desire to
there is
act.
like a
Desire
strong
to act.
Desire
At the
to act.
end of the session, right? So what should we do when the customer is in first three stages? Should we not keep a touch?
For the first three stages, I think the important part there is really discovery questions. I mean, like we wanted to understand the issue and the current state of the business, how they want to go through it. That's the reason why towards the end we'll have a strong positioning of the solution that we will provide to the customer.
Lovely, lovely input, Dandy. Thanks. What I believe is, yes, this is a place wherein you will discover the real difficulty, concern, issue, hassle, or dissatisfaction. But this is a place wherein you will educate customer also. So this concept coming from a spin selling named one book. Spin selling says that you keep asking right questions and educate your customer so that the implication of the situation, whatever in is the is in hand, would probably be helping you in pitching better with the knowledge. Correct? Good. Chanel is also here. Fantastic. Hi, Chanel. You're able to hear me? I don't think so. Okay. Going one step forward.
I think Sam has a
Yeah. So,
Sorry. Yeah.
no problem. I believe at if you can go back to the previous slide, please. The point I wanted to address at any give, you know, these 4 points at any given time, we should not be, I would say, disconnect from the client or the prospect, right? It has to be more, I would say, evaluation, like Dandy mentioned, more exploratory at the initial stage and then working on the solution. But at the same time, to me, even if it's an existing client or a prospective client, it's all about following up because that's the backbone. And sometimes going back to them and giving them the right feedback, even if you don't have solution that, hey, it's taking a little longer, but we eventually were working on it and we'll go there. I mean, we'll reach there, right? So communication is the key. So we cannot just drop the ball at any stage of this. So the continuous communication has to be there so that we are there in their subconscious mind whenever there's a need. And that is where I think most of the time we fail because we get excited for another new opportunity or some existing growth. And sometimes we don't follow up. I'm not saying we don't do it, but we have to keep that our priorities. And the best way of doing it, at least a weekly follow up.
Wow, fantastic. So Sam, there is something which we have seen. This is out of the current curriculum or the conversation, but I'll tell you
Mm-hmm,
something which has been amazing practice which I have developed over the period. So there are three
mm-hmm,
buckets which we should make. One is a
mm-hmm,
weekly follow-up, second
mm-hmm,
is a monthly follow-up, third is
mm-hmm.
a quarterly follow-up.
Right,
Weekly follow-up
right,
is for the cases which are at the bottom of the funnel. Sometimes
right.
at the end of the funnel, you may want to do it daily also, but that is rare.
Yeah.
First,
Yep.
customer may get irritated over the period, but once in a week for a bottom of the funnel is the best way.
Yes.
Now, if you go to the monthly funnel, then it is in the middle of the funnel, wherein customer is to
Yeah.
be educated, is to be trained, is to be covered from that perspective. Again, middle of the funnel is called MOFU. Bottom of the
Correct.
funnel is called BOFU.
Yeah.
MOFU is a monthly funnel. BOFU is a weekly funnel. And
Weekly
one
funnel.
step above that, which is the start of at the top of the funnel, it is called TOFU.
Mm-hmm.
We should do it once in a quarter. So every prospect or suspect which we ever touched,
Mm-hmm.
anyone who have said that, tell me more about your company, should be touch based once in a quarter for sure. Again, everyone can develop their own system, but this I have
Yes.
developed over the period and it works very well because that way I have a list in front of me that, okay, these are the lists to be covered once in a quarter, once in a month, and once in a week.
And one thing I also follow, maybe we are going a little off track, but this is for everyone's benefit. Let's say sometimes, and I'm sure Manu and others who are doing sales as well as CS, they can connect to this. Sometimes we call and the prospect says, or even in the client contact says, hey, this is not a good time. Let's discuss next week, or let's say 15 days from now. So what I do, I keep a task then and there without going to any other task. Just disconnect that call, and the first thing I do is going back to my calendar and put either a task or just reschedule the calendar in a meeting invite so that I'm not missing on it. Even if there are certain uh, Indian clients where I have to make calls, I got a US number. Going to make some calls to US also. So I don't wait for the calendar invite because everybody is not going to receive the calendar invite. That's obvious, right? I put a task on my calendar so that I remember, I'll get a notification. And in case that time I'm busy, I'll make sure that I just turn it to the next day or maybe an hour late when I can follow up again so that I'm not missing on the follow-ups.
Very nice, Sam. Thank you very much.
And that's what we have to keep doing it. It's the best practice I have seen over the years. The more you do it, the more perfection we get, and you never know that who's going to say, yes, you have reached out on the right time, right?
It's a bullseye then. But again,
Yeah.
Sam, in this, what I believe you are mentioning majorly towards the CRM hygiene, which is
Yes.
important and the basic part of the process. What I would probably add on top of that is that CRM has to become your beacon.
Yeah.
When CRM starts telling you what you need to do today, tomorrow, day after, and day after, and you don't need to think,
Yeah.
then that is the best thing you can ever have from a CRM like tool.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we do have CRM, but we don't have that integration yet. What we get when we send an email or we make a call, it gets a log over there.
Correct.
But it won't give us a notification such as maybe in future we can look into it.
Which CRM are you in?
Currently, we are using I would say a very unknown one, which is new in the market. It's called, previously it was Fresh Sales. Now I'll tell you the name. Just a sec. We just moved to
Converge
this
Hub.
particular CRM. Sorry, what is it?
Converge Hub. Converge Hub.
Yes. What hub it was, right?
GitHub? No.
No, it's not GitHub. It's not
Converge.
GitHub.
Converge Hub.
Converge Hub,
Conversion
right?
Hub.
Converge Hub, right?
Conversion
I'm
Hub.
also hearing first time.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Good.
They're new in the market. They're good. No doubt they're good. What I have seen. Initially, we had some glitch, but we have overcome those glitches. I have myself updated my leads over there, and now it looks like we are on the right space. But correct me, Tony, correct me, Manuel, if I'm wrong, and others also, if I'm wrong. We don't get the notification from the CRM, right?
No.
Yeah.
We don't.
Okay. But again, if not notification, even if you open and you see the tasks for the day automatically, then that predictability or that intelligence which is coming from a system helps you plan your day very, very well. So you already
Yeah,
have the
absolutely.
next
And
2 days
maybe
in
in
hand.
future we can also integrate our Outlook calendar to the CRM and it can pop up the notification, right? I think it's possible, but we have to see the current vendor if it is possible or not.
Correct. Absolutely. There are many good CRM tools in the market and majority of them offer this feature. So I'm pretty sure this vendor will not be too far away from it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great. So guys,
Hey, just wanted to bring my thought, but don't want to interrupt your flow. Please go ahead. Thank you,
No,
Dandy.
please.
Thank you for that.
Thanks, Sam.
Thanks
Sorry,
so
I
much.
raised your hand first, but it is good. You have bring in a very important point. Okay, now this is something which is I have created something which is a difference between an implicit and explicit. I tried to go deeper into your world, try and read the cases, what exactly the implicit statement would look like, what would you hear in market, and what is the explicit sentence of that would look like. Okay, I'll give you a couple of minutes. Please go through them. Read horizontally. 1 is equal to 1 here on the right hand side. Feel free to ask if there is any doubt. Son, please give me thumbs up. Okay. Thanks, Sam. Thanks, Manu. Thanks, Hemant. Deepak, Jackie, thank you. Okay, so guys, look at a point number 5. Every client reviews focus on different CX metrics and alignment is getting harder. What is this? Is this a need? If you hear this statement from your current existing customer, what would you do? Anyone who have heard anything like this? Or let us say point number 6, escalations usually come as a surprise. We don't see them building up. No one have heard about these things? Does client say anything like this to you? Not exact words, but maybe something similar.
I have one client under the number 6. Escalations just become as a surprise. We don't
Okay.
see them building.
Okay. So what do you do in such case?
Um, Based from my experience and the way we're doing it, closely working with operations on a day-to-day activity, and then understanding the probable cause of escalation. Let's say, for example, you're seeing your qualities declining, which is attributed to customer satisfaction. Eventually, that will arise a complaint, right, from a customer standpoint. So, mitigation is always there for the operations to do.
Lovely. That's great. So that is where the crux is. So guys, see, when you do not know the root cause, you don't pitch, correct? You go into the depth, you find out what they want or what is a correction mechanism possible, and then only you pitch, right? So remember that if anyone is in an implicit stage, our intention is to find out, educate. Once done, then they will tell you what corrective action do they want to take, and that's what will be the explicit need would be. Once they are ready to buy, that's when we will pitch. Everyone with me? Is the idea of implicit and explicit clear to everyone? Lovely.
Clear mind.
Great.
Yes,
Now
Samai.
what is the keyword for you to understand what is explicit need? When would you say that this is a clear statement of explicit need?
When there is a need defined.
When someone is saying we need to, we want to, we need to are the clear keywords which will tell you that they are ready for action. So when you find the action verb in a sentence, what they want to achieve, that verb, that actionability is what the definition of explicit need would be. Okay, everyone with me?
Yes.
Fantastic. Just a second, give me a
My Jada's meeting got extended, so she'll be joining in a while. Okay.
Okay. I just need one small correction in the slide. Sorry for that. But I realized that it is missed. So I'm just correcting it. Give me a minute.
Yeah.
Major typo happened. Just correcting them. Okay, it's ready. Let me know once my screen is visible.
It is.
It is.
Okay. Read through the sentences which are on the screen and just quickly write down about which of them do you think are the implicit and which of them do you think are the explicit.
I think you just show the answer, am I?
I haven't shown.
Yeah, you have like 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and 11.
Why am I not able to see it?
You did when you were fixing the PPT.
Oh,
The
while
slide.
I was fixing the PPT. Okay. Okay, nevertheless, please read through the sentences. That would help.
Sure.
Someone was paying attention. Sorry for that. I thought I paused the screen, but somehow. Please go through the sentences.
As long as we are learning, we don't mind.
Absolutely. Sorry for that. That is what the mistake happened. The key was not defined there and it was empty.
That's
When the statements are going wrong here. Ignore the answer, please. Once done, please give me a thumbs up so that I'll move next. Yes, Hemant?
I think the answers are reversed,
No,
Um,
numbering is
yeah.
wrong. Number 1 I have given to the index number. So ignore the answer key completely.
Okay.
Sorry about that. So if you look at where I have mentioned 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 are the complaint statements. These are dissatisfaction, complaints, situations, issues which are present in the market. But there is no one actually talking about taking any action, correct? These are the implicit needs. However, if you look at the point number 3, 5, 7, 9, and 11, this is where people are actually trying to talk about some actionables. So we need a partner who can take accountability across delivery, quality, and CX outcomes, not just operation. There is a need wherein he is defining it. Or like, for example, in point number 9, we are looking for a model that flags accounts risk early, not after clients start pushing back. So he's telling you exactly what he want to achieve out of it. Okay. So again, we quickly covered about need. Whatever is changing in the customer world, which is driving the requirement, is called need. We call it a trigger event. What is they want to improve, fix, or maintain? Again, remember these three keywords always. People don't spend money for this. Is a crux of sales probably. People don't spend money and time else then these three keywords are present. Any of the three. Improve, fix, and maintain. People will give you money or time only if either of the three is present. Depending on which one, the priority changes. Is everyone with me? What do you think, Nandi? Is this correct? Which one will have a higher priority? Improve or fix?
Fix.
Give me a sec.
Anyone else also can pitch in?
Fix something. Fix is
Fix?
having high priority.
Fix will have a higher priority.
Yeah.
Why?
Because something went wrong in the system, so they need to get it fixed ASAP.
Okay. What do you think, Jackie? Is he right?
Yes, I'm 100% agree with what Bose mentioned right now. That a fix will be like the first thing priority.
Correct. So whenever customer is in fix, there is a high priority for them and they want a solution as fast as they can. Normally, when we are in fix, we also don't negotiate, correct? Like for example, if my car is broken on the road and if I have to take a Uber, I will not think about a cost. I will simply take a Uber and go. I'll not think about which one will be cost effective, where will I be able to save money and etc. Nothing. I'm in fix. I'll try and get it faster. So what do you think now, whether maintain is more important to track or to improve is more important to track? Which one will take lesser time? So you said fix will close fastest, correct? What do you think? Whether improve will close faster or maintain will close faster? Think about it yourself.
Believe it should be improved.
Okay. Why?
Because there is like some features which they are wanting compared to maintain, because maintain means they are doing good. They just want to make sure that it is going smoothly. So I believe improve will be having more priority compared to maintain.
Okay. Tell me, Jackie.
I will say to improve will be faster because you already have a base or where you have to work on. So there is already like some areas you need to improve. So I think that that's why it will be faster.
Okay. Anyone else have an opinion on this? Manu, what do you think? Yeah, please, Tony, go on.
Yeah, go Tony.
No, I think Jackie and Deepak are spot on. Improvement would, and I'm just thinking it from a revenue perspective, improving would generate additional revenue, where maintaining will keep the same revenue.
Perfect. So timeline may mismatch. Sometime a maintenance project may take a priority, sometime a improvement project may take a priority. But when I look at the revenue margins, improvement project will always give you better revenue as compared to the maintenance project. Is this clear? So depending on where the company is, let us say that they recently got funded and they want to improve, they may take a improvement project faster. But let us say if the funding looks far away, they may think of maintaining whatever is going on, and a maintenance project may get a preference. But however, the money margin or the better closure rate would be in improvement. Yes, Hemant, please tell me.
Yeah, I have a question. Like, so there are three things here, like improve, fix, or maintain. Um, so let's say a customer wants to create a new product. Okay. So would that come under improve? Because
Yes.
it's completely new.
Yes, it is completely new. He is not in fix. He don't want to maintain the status quo or wherever he is, but he want to improve something in his product, positioning, price, or placement. Any of the 4 P's of marketing, if he is trying to improve, then that will incur some cost. Correct?
Yep.
These are the 4 P's of marketing, which is I'm talking about. Any of them are to be done better. They'll need to invest some cost and they need to buy something, either a solution, service, or a product. Correct?
Yep.
Perfect. Lovely. So now what is the need behind the need then?
The trigger event.
Correct. It is a trigger event. So when I say if I'm in fix, why I am in fix is the reason for it. That reason behind the requirement or the need behind the need is something which is important for us to know. Normally, do people tell you this? What do you think, guys? Do they tell you the need behind the need?
Usually, no. I think we need to ask.
Okay, let us say that I go to a doctor as a patient. What do I tell them?
Your symptoms.
The symptoms. Perfectly okay. Are symptoms enough for diagnosis?
They keep asking questions.
They keep asking questions. And what do? Then we tell them everything about what happened in our world, which actually started giving you these symptoms. Like for example, if I'm having a headache, I'll tell them that okay, I'm having a headache since yesterday evening because I had some wrong food and then I was not well and I did a lot of screen time and I'm hearing a very loud music and that's how I ended up having a headache. So we tell them the trigger events in our world which actually have led us to these symptoms. Correct? Now, exactly like that, we have to act like a specialist doctor who is going to ask a question that, okay, how this is where you ended up. If you need something, let us say that someone is telling you that we need sales growth. Can I ask someone, why do you need sales growth?
Obvious, everyone wants to grow, right?
Why? It is an odd question to ask, correct? Then we may not be able to ask a direct why question, but we may ask a question in a bit around way. In our questioning, we talked about it. That, sir, what is your current sales? What is the growth rate which is in your mind? And why have you capped it at this? Let us say someone tells you
Dito
that
kasi
my current...
offend, oh. Yan sa ibabaw.
Yes, Danny, sorry. Daddy, you said something?
No, I'm so sorry.
Oh, okay, no
I
problem.
was on.
No problem. No problem. So I'm saying that normally such situation, the question would be covered into something else. Like for example, we may not be able to ask a direct question of why, but we may need to ask question about, so, okay, what is your current sales? How much do you target for a growth? And why this much only? Then you will be able to find out a need behind a need. Correct? So finding a need, is it important to find a need behind a need? What do you think?
It is.
It is, yeah.
It is
It's
important.
important? Okay. Roman, what do you think? Is it important to find a need behind a need?
Yep, it helps us to be able to really create a good plan. Because remember, sometimes clients don't really know exactly what the impact, what they're trying to identify as the need. and it's really broad and deeper than what they share. And sometimes they really don't know what the root cause is. So with us and our expertise and what we're trying to provide here is not just a solution, but helping them understanding what that problem is. And then from there, we can have a good, healthy conversation about how do we get to that, what works for the business. So it's important to find the need behind the need.
Fantastic. So I'll give you an example of this, which is coming from something which is not a sales side of that. There was a company in India which used to produce jasmine oil. Uh, Jasmine oil is a fragrance which is added into a normal oil of yours, and that is normally being used by people for their hair treatment and etc. Now, while surveying the jasmine oil sale, company started realizing that their sale in north is suddenly boosting, north of India. Then they started questioning, what is it? That is it the sales guys, those who are better? Is it the distribution channel which is better? Why exactly people are buying jasmine oil here? Is it like there is a craze of jasmine oil in this part of the uh, India? People started saying, no, that is not the case. The distribution channel is actually bad as compared to the rest of the India, but still people buy it in bulk here. And then when they went deeper into that and they started finding a need behind a need, what is the reason behind this sudden surge of requirement? They started realizing that in north of India there is a Himalayan ranges, which is a snow covered mountain range. Now in that range, whatever the defense which has been deployed used to use that oil to oil their guns because that was having a good smell. And now that hair oil was been getting used absolutely at a different stage. Suddenly, everyone started realizing that, okay, there is a better product of this also. When you find out a need behind a need, you not only find out how to sell, but also where is it needed. And there is always a deeper reason for why people buy you. There must be a client with you which is there with you for a very long time. All of you are currently handling some of the clients, those who are with you for longer duration.
For my end, yes.
They always have some need and some need behind a need which is you fulfilled better than the competition. We just don't ask, so we don't know what is it, and we don't know why they are with us. They are just with us for a very long time. Sometimes these conversations help. Okay, there's a quick case study which we have examples which we have created for the need behind the need. I'll hold on for 30 seconds. Please go through it. Once done, please let me know if there is any question. First part of the sentence will be the normal conversation which customer have with you. But however, the second part of that will tell you what was the real need behind the need. Why he said what he said. Please let me know once you are done reading this. The intention is to make the need behind the need very, very clear to you. June, if you're saying something, you're on mute. I'm not able to hear you.
Roman got a call from Axis here, so he just had to step in. He has a side visit from AT&T client, so we may need to excuse him.
Sure, sure. I think Jada is also off for a call.
Yeah, Jeda is also up for a call. You're right.
Is Chanel joining or a Ted joining? Ted, you said that he'll need more time.
Ted will join little late. That's what he told me. Chanel is there. I can see Chanel has joined
Yeah?
from
Okay.
iPhone.
Okay.
Chanel, would you like to confirm if you are here? Chanel is saying I'm here in the chat.
Okay.
Let me check with Jen.
Sure, sure, sure. Is the thought of need behind a need getting clear to you all?
Yeah.
Once done, please give me a thumbs
My
up.
Ted is on a call. I can see that. I have pinged him. So if I get any response, I'll let you know.
Sure, sure. Once done, please let me know. Perfect. Then Hemant, June, Jackie. Fantastic. Deepak. Tony, Manu, can I move forward?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. When you get into the shoes of a sales manager, slowly and gradually you will start realizing that hearing to the word is not sufficient. Listening to what they really mean will become much more important for you in the conversation. The need behind the need would start becoming much more clear to you when you practice this. In all the 6 examples which I have written, if I would have concentrated on the complaint which has been made, I would not have been able to find out the real reason behind it. Correct? It could have been a bandage instead of a surgery which is required. And sometimes it may happen that it is actually a requirement of a bandage. But then you have to identify that by being a proactive salesperson. With me? Any question? Any doubt? We're done reading?
Yes.
Fantastic. Moving forward. Here are some of the sample questions which we will be able to use to ask it to any of our prospect when we are finding out need or a need behind a need. A straightforward, direct question. So, what is the need behind a need? Can this be asked? What do you think?
We can always ask in a different way, not so that direct, right? Because you may not get a direct answer to it. So you can always ask, okay, you want to switch your vendor, or you want to, explore with outsourcing partner if you have an in-house team. So let me ask you this: that uh, what makes you think that your current team can unable to do it, which another partner can do it? What are the drivers we can look into more to make your end customers more satisfied, rather than directly asking them that to make you more satisfied, right? What can we bring on the table in that kind of questions, or what are you looking for? Of course, we can do that,
Lovely.
but not
What do
so
you think?
direct. That's what I feel like.
So I'll give you an example of what happened with one of my customer who tried to do this. We never used
Yeah.
to say to you ask this direct question, but then
Mm-hmm.
it is one of the heat exchanger company which has been operating in a multinational, and the person was been talking to someone who has been a very senior person in the journey.
Mm-hmm.
He asked a point blank question, so what is the need behind the need? Customer paused and he said, what do you mean? And that is when he explained that what we mean is that what is that trigger event in your customer world happened, which is driving this requirement today. And then customer opened up in the flash and he explained everything whatever happened. And
Yep.
the sales rep was very happy. But yes, that comfort of asking what do you mean has to be established by the customer first. So yes, sometimes a direct question helps, but then you have to explain them sometime that what this concept would mean. This is the second one. Again, pretty direct. What is the trigger event which is currently pushing you to have this conversation with us? Next one. Especially for those who are currently working with the telecom domain, this would probably be the easy question to ask. You'll also be able to do the similar thing in the retail or in a hospitality, or for that matter, even in a BFSI, that what is the current solution, what is the current infra, what is the current product which you are using, and what are the operational issues that the client currently facing. Why is they thinking for moving? So exactly how Sam have mentioned, why is the reason that they are thinking of moving to a new provider? Are the problems issues big enough to justify this action? Sometimes it may happen that they are just doing a window shopping. These questions would let you know that we are not making any decision. We are just trying to explore. And then you know that they are doing a window shopping, which is also not a bad thing. Now we know that they are in an implicit need and we have to educate them. We have to get a lot of information from them and help them make us the preferred vendor in the future. The other one, have you thought of a risk or hassles associated with the migration or getting new solution? Exactly how Sam have mentioned, it's an indirect way of asking the same question, correct? If they say that, yeah, we are prepared and we know that initially there would be a hiccup, but we are still looking forward for changing it now, then that is nothing like it. The same question, what would be the benefit organization to the organization if the project is accomplished? Can this be asked? What do you think, Manu? Can you ask these questions?
Sorry, me. Which number here?
I am asking about the
Which
last
bullet
one.
here?
What would be the benefit to the organization if the project is accomplished? Can this be done?
I think yes. We can ask this question. This is for us to narrow down um the benefit of them if we render this particular service. With
Correct.
that,
So majority of the times the service get commoditized, but the use don't. When I mean so, you're exactly like any other BPO can happen. Every BPO is giving the same service, but the use of that at the customer world may differ. And when you ask this question, customer may open up and tell you the reason behind selecting you or coming to you and asking you these things. And that may become suddenly a huge help for making a right proposal, right costing, right closure statements. Jackie, what do you think? Can you ask the last question?
What would be the implication if this project is not achieved?
Correct.
Yes, I believe we can ask this because I think with the details they can provide also will help us to know where I wouldn't say fail, but where we need to improve for next time.
Lovely. Very rightly said. In fact, just go back to that thought of category 1, category 2, category 3, and category 4. If you ask this question to category 1, it may become very difficult to defend. It is like I am going to a pharmacist and I am asking for a medicine of a painkiller, and the pharmacist is asking, what if the painkiller doesn't work? It would be very difficult conversation with that kind of situation. But if the customer is of a category 3, wherein they do not know what exactly the situation is and they have no idea of a solution, when you educate them and then you ask them a question that what if this doesn't work, what would be the implication, that will solidify your pitch, because then they will tell you whatever up till now you have been pitching them. Correct? You're exactly asking the same thing what you pitch to them to reiterate. Guys, you are with me? Fantastic. Anyone want to add any other business perspective? Any other question which you normally have heard? Think about it. What could be the question which can be asked for need or a need behind a need? Guys, come up with some questions. Do you have anything in mind? Yes, Dandy, please go ahead.
No, I think it's almost the same as what is the trigger because I was thinking what made you decide to look for another vendor?
Correct. Very right. But yes, reframing the question is important, and whatever is suitable to your conversation tone would be absolutely important. Tony, what do you think? Anything can be added in the list?
Not really. I think just rewording some of these just a little bit, depending on the type of client that you're talking to or type of prospect you're talking to.
Fantastic.
But
So
yeah, I can't think of any other ones that I would want to ask.
no problem. Take your time. Just think about whenever there is a business perspective coming your way, and that if you add would automatically become a good question to ask in the understanding of the need or need behind the need. Let us quickly do this workshop. You all have sheet in front of you wherein you have currently written name and the DI role. Correct? And then we need to write down the stated need, whether it is implicit or explicit, need behind a need, and what is the buying process currently they are at. Is the sheet handy for everyone? The win planner?
Is the one that Tina sent on Friday? Okay.
Correct. That is the one which we have been working on. Can anyone of you share it on screen? I'll stop sharing. You can put it on screen and probably you'll just quickly visit it before we start the activity. I think Tony, Dandy, you had both had the win planner which was in making. Manuel, do you have any current opportunity which you are trying to track?
Right now, I think I have the same on my
Okay. So
yeah.
you were not there on the Friday. So particularly
Yeah.
this win planner has been emailed to everyone on Friday. It's a green colored sheet. You may probably need to open it. In fact, great if you can open it. I'll quickly show you where exactly we are currently.
From Tina, right? Trying to
Correct.
look for that file. So is it a win planner and checklist, right?
So you have to open the win planner.
Okay. Oh, it's just the same as what you used to have, right?
It is a bit different from there, but yes, it is that bigger sheet. And
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
the previous one was called Sales Call Planner. The fields are very
Oh,
different.
okay. So let me, you want me to share my screen? Hang on.
Sure, please, please.
All right, thank you. I have a lot of
In the
things
process, you will
going
also
on in
know
the
that
screen, but yeah.
what has been covered by now. The team will help you probably to figure out what all they have covered in their individual sheets as well. So, okay. Anyone want to volunteer and explain what all has been done? Okay, I'll go with this. We have covered the first block completely. We have written something which is a USO, unique sales opportunity. We have written the overall stated need and need behind the need. We qualified the 4 blocks of this, which is qualified opportunity, yes, no, unsure. What is the selling process? What is the buying process? And what is your gut feel about it? These are the 4 blocks which have been covered. Correct. And then if you go here at the bottom, name, designation, location, and roles are been covered. Guys, hope you remember this and sales call planner have only one difference. That is, this is for a whole opportunity, not about a meeting. Sometimes it may happen that people, those who are the part of the opportunity, may not be present in that meeting you are preparing for. Here, the list will be a bit longer. So you have to mention the name, designation, location of everyone, their roles. And now here, I want you to write down their buying stages. In the extreme right, you have to write down the buying stages. You are with me? Great. Let us quickly do this. I think how many opportunities do you have? So Tony, you have opportunity. Dandy, you also have it, right?
Yeah.
Yes, that's true.
Fantastic. Deepak, I don't think you have it.
No, I'm not having. But I believe Romain was having one.
Correct. But Romain, Romain, are you back from the call?
I don't think so. He's
Okay.
logged in, but he's busy. Christina is not feeling well, so she dropped off. Just to keep you posted. She pinged
Oh,
me,
okay.
and I have requested her to take rest. She was not well from the beginning, but she was keep working. I mean, being present, but she wanted to drop off now, and I have requested
Oh,
her to
okay.
drop
No
off.
problem. No problem.
Yeah,
Please take care.
yeah,
Then I think Sam, you only have it. One
yeah,
opportunity will be with Manuel, and one
yeah,
will be with Romain. So we may have
yeah.
only 4 or 5 opportunities in hand. So those who are filling it up, please write it down. The need and a need behind a need at the block above, and then also write down for each of the buying persona what stage, what buying stage they are at. We need that to be mentioned.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Correct. Let us do it in the main room. We will not break it because number of opportunities are very, very less.
Okay.
I'll hold on. You can discuss among yourself. Anyone want to share the screen and do it? That would be great.
I can share.
Sure.
Do you see my screen?
Just getting loaded. Yeah, now it is.
Now you're seeing my screen, right?
Yeah.
Yes, Sandy.
You can write
Thank
down the
you.
stated need
Okay.
and the need behind the need.
Sorry, I was keep talking in mute. Yes, Zan, you can.
Do you want to walk them through for what exactly you're doing with the
Oh,
case?
sorry. Okay, so the stated need is they need a team to do lead generation and then eventually do the outbound sales team for them. I mean, outbound sales for them, right? So it's a dual role for the team that they need. The need between the need is this is a new line of business. They never outsource, and they did not directly tell me that they wanted to outsource because their internal team is not, it's not working as planned. Because technically, this is like a new opportunity for them to outsource. So I'm not sure if what to put here. Can I just put here pilot team? I don't think that's need between the.
Guys, help Tandy to find out what should be the need behind the need. In fact, you mentioned it yourself.
Internal team is not able to handle this process.
Can I just put that there?
So you mentioned that this is the first time they are doing this.
Yes.
They never did it in past, and their current team may
Yes.
not be able to handle this.
Okay.
So need behind need is this is a new area and they do not have expertise and they want to take a help of someone who is an expert in the market, right?
Okay.
Sounds correct?
Yes.
Just because they said this to us, probably now we will be able to talk to them in this line that, okay, we are really the expert and we will tell you how to do it. Perfect.
Mm,
That is
I
okay.
just put here unsure
Which is okay.
and then
This was
selling.
continuously done yesterday, right? This is from the previous day.
Yeah. And then I will put here this,
Correct.
right?
Write
I
down the
need
name,
to fill out
designation,
this.
location, their roles.
Hold on. Let me get the names.
So Tony, you're also able to do it in your sheet, correct?
Yes, correct.
Fantastic. Sam, you're able to continuously do it in your sheet?
No, am I sorry? I am actually on an escalation. I'm working on it, so you have to
Oh,
excuse me for a few
okay,
more
no
minutes.
problem.
Yeah,
Roman, you
sorry
have been
about
working on one of the sheet now.
Yeah, I'm trying to find my sheet again. I'm sorry, I closed it and then I think I lost it. But give me a minute. I'm going through my folders to pull it back up.
Okay, please. I think Christina had one opportunity, but she's not available. Jackie, do you have any opportunity in hand? Sorry, you're on mute. Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
So sorry. No, I don't have any at the moment.
You don't have any? Okay, no problem. Once done, let me know. At least 3 or 4 people are doing it. So Once done in your sheet, please let me know so that we'll be able to move forward.
Sure, sure, sure. No problem.
Manu, in the meantime, you can take your opportunity and fill it up. Huh? The first block looks to be pretty much the repetition of
Okay.
what we have previously done. You can pick it up and start from there. Any problem comes in, feel free to ask. We are
Gotcha.
just here.
All right.
This person. Isabel.
Yes, Aman, let me work on it. I have to also go a little off camera. There is somebody whom I need to meet. So, and then I'll come back. Okay.
No, no problem. I'm just
Yeah,
hoping that because there are very few in opportunities in the group,
yeah, yeah.
so I
I
wanted.
agree. I agree.
So I think Tony, Romain, and Manuel and Andy, four opportunities are there. Yours was fifth, and Christina was sixth.
Correct.
But yeah, it's okay. We are doing it in the main room only because number of opportunities are less. Otherwise, we would have done a breakout room, and everyone
Yeah.
could have contributed. Guys, feel free to jump in and help. Tony, would you like to share your screen and show them what is the current way how
Sure.
you're filling it up?
Yeah, give me a second here.
Deepak, Hemant, you can
Maya,
share.
are we going for a break after this?
Yes, we will.
Okay,
After this
so
exercise,
I'm
we will.
just going off camera and I'm just going out of the session for, let's say my system would be on. I need to meet somebody and come back. So I'll be joining after the break. By that time, Jade also going to join us. Okay, guys,
So
please
9:15.
concentrate and excuse me for this particular person I need to meet. Okay,
No
thank you.
problem. We'll connect back at 9:15. You can come back by then.
9:15 sounds good in our time. Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Roman, could you get the sheet?
Yeah, this one, I recovered it. I'm good. I
Your
found it.
reaction, I
Phew,
could
I was
see.
worried. I was worried because I'm like, oh my gosh, that's a lot of information. All right, we're on the need, be on the need, right?
Correct.
Let
So here
me
on
just
your
see.
screen, you can see Tony have shared it, wherein we mention the names of the people, their roles, and whatever the question. And at the right hand corner, there is a buying stage which is to be added.
Oh, I see. All right, hold on.
Thanks, Tony. This is good. You may probably have added the user gatekeeper coach as the roles, but you may need to find out more information about them.
Yeah, I don't have. I plan to ask that on my call next week with with my client. We have a biweekly WBR.
Fantastic, fantastic.
You, we're not filling anything out here yet,
Not
correct?
yet, not yet. We will go to
Okay.
differentiation after this. So now after
Okay.
this, we are going into the details further of how, what are the other moving parts of DI. Every decision influencer will have some other moving parts which we need to tighten before we say that okay, this particular person or this particular influencer is completely with us or with our
Okay.
competition, whoever that is. We will go into the depth of that now.
Okay.
Roman, would you like to share your sheet so that everyone will be aware about what is there in the context? Getting loaded. Lovely. Just above the names, now there is a need and need behind a need as the column. Please write down the stated need from the customer if there is any. If you don't have a stated need, whatever the conversation which is you are having currently with them, please mention it. Let us say that if it is about a chatbot, correct? And why would they need it? That is a need behind a need. Guys, please pitch in if there is any other reason you see wherein why chat related support could be more important for company like AT&T now. Do you think, Romain, please correct me here. Do you think it can act as the input for their automations? Sorry, I couldn't hear you. You are on mute.
There. I'm sorry. So I kind of think so. Why? Because a part of it is that the chat space across the board has been very prevalent and rising in the fact that, and I've heard and I've seen, I saw Suresh spoke about it a bit about the fact that chat is becoming a big thing for the millennials. They're really more happy to chat versus actually calling in, and it saves much more time and it's more efficient. So I think a part of it is that due to that fact and the rising requirement in chat, because chat wasn't that big before, you'd find lesser headcounts in chat. But now I believe the chat space is growing even more based on the fact that they're able to get quicker resolutions and, you know, quick turnover for needs that customers have.
Lovely. Sometimes it may happen that some customer may not be this one, but some customer may want to push chat initially in the market, guided chat, or probably people sitting behind the desk and answering the chat so that they can have a written content which can be used for training some chat bots.
Not AT&T, it's just deliberately the need because they have additional AI applications and automation systems that supports the verbal space as well. So that transcribes and transcripts calls, recordings, and do data analytics and all of that and provides data visibility. I think they're really just plain and simple. They're really going more automated when it comes to customer experience, although it may not take away from the verbal conversations for like the older generations. But based on the fact that the chat space is now becoming an increase in volume, I think they're really trying to that efficiency in chat levels are great because a part of it now, typical chat environments handle 3 chats per interaction. Currently, the internal team was handling 2 chats per interaction. And due to that fact, they're really pushing efficiency in chat because now they want to get that level of how many chats can we handle, how efficient can we be at the chat levels in regards to interactions and all of that.
Interesting, very interesting. Very interesting to know. Thanks a lot. Good, guys. So
Hi,
I think,
I have a question.
yeah,
Like
please.
here for each DI, the buying stage is mentioned. So can there be multiple buying stage depending on the DI, or it can be only one?
Fantastic. So, guys, what do you think? Can each DI be at a different buying stage? Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Bring it back.
What was the question? Sorry.
The buying
Mommy.
stage.
So Deepak
Can we
have
have
a
one?
question in mind that currently every one of them are at a different buying stage. Is it possible that every one of them can be at a different buying stage? What do you think?
I feel like it should be one, like if the and that will be the least one. Like if the veto is taking for evaluation option and the gatekeeper is still on recognition of need, I think we should be putting recognition of need as the overall state.
I'll give you a live case, Deepak. Let us say that there is a purchase manager who is a gatekeeper.
Okay.
And then Vito and the functional head who is leading customer success. Both of them have a need wherein they have found out vendors also. Now, all this information has been passed on to purchase manager. Today, do you think he is at the evaluation of options? He's at status quo. He do not have any importance of it. He is not in rush, correct?
Yep.
If Vito calls and says that I want it today, then he moves one step forward saying that, but I need more than 3 vendors at least. Then only I'll be able to evaluate. Let me go back in market and give me exact requirement which I can fetch quotations for, correct?
Yep.
Then that is where he will move from one step of status quo to definition of need. Then he'll go one step forward towards finding of the solutions, options. Then he will select the best, correct? That's a journey. Now, at any point of time, B2B sales has more than 5 people involved and all of them can be at a different stage. In fact, just imagine that this Todd, he is a Vito. Today he is at evaluation of options. Remaining team is at recognition of need. Let us say tomorrow Todd moves out into another project and someone else takes that position. Where will he be? On the day one, he will be at status quo. And then slowly and gradually, when he realizes where to go, he will move into the sales process, correct?
Yes.
And that is what happens majority of the times. If the new person comes on board, suddenly the system gets back to zero. And there is a high possibility that any one of them who is at the junior or who is at the lowest of the buying process or selling process will drag the entire opportunity.
Can I also give Deepak and a slight background? I'm not going to take long, about 2 minutes, if that's okay. Why the buying stages are like this. So currently, Tech Mahindra and Kochi, Talal and Kochi here, if I wrote the name right, they're in a stage of pilot. It's a pilot program. They're not even vendors like us. They're piloting right now. So how I knew that is because Rachel Keller here, she trusted me to tell me that they haven't given them a billing system because right now they're using our test system to bill and they're having a struggle between should we give them the right system like what we're using Fusion right now, or should we still keep them on that pilot system? So based on that fact, Todd is the one that makes the decision, final veto on, if he's going to settle with Kochi, settle with Tech Mahindra, or he's going to, move out to other vendors. So they're indifferent. He's definitely in the evaluation of option stage. But here's the thing. Andre Malone and Rachel Keller, they're both the owners of the process, and they know the performance, what's taking place. And they know for right now, Tech Mahindra and Tech Mahindra, not really coaching, but Tech Mahindra is doing a little bit better than us, especially in the average chat handle time. So a part of it is that they're still in recognition of need stage because they know there's a problem with how we're performing. We're not performing bad, but Tech Mahindra is doing way better than us. But in the same breath, Todd has not been sold on Tech Mahindra yet. But he's saying to us, Fusion, since last week, Thursday, I think we had a conversation about the visit on the 5th. When we had the MBR, he said to us, you need to get to the levels of a 10-year performing team because Tech Mahindra is doing a bit better than you guys, even though you're not doing bad. And I'm getting to that point where I need to settle. So he's telling us, I'm going to settle soon. But you guys need to get to a point where you are a part of that conversation in settling. So it's either I will leave it as it is and we perform, or I request head count in India and I become a part of the India race and the technology-driven performance in India, and then I should be fine. So that's the reason why these two, Andre Malone, Rachel Keller, is in the recognition of needs, and Todd is in the evaluation of options stage.
Perfectly right. Very, very
Got it, Roman.
lovely,
Sure.
Roman. Thanks for this. So guys, we will halt at this stage for some 15 minutes of a break. Ed, welcome back. Sorry, as soon as you're here, I am pushing for
It's okay. It's okay. No worries. No worries.
take this opportunity, regroup yourself, and then we will continue.
Okay. All right. All right. Thank
We
you.
will connect in dot 15 minutes. Tina, if you can put a clock on that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi Deepak. Hi Hemant. Hi Tony. Hi Romain.
Hi, Amai.
June. Hi.
Hi everyone.
Hi everyone. Hi Sam.
Hi. Sorry, it's a crazy day for me.
It's okay, no problem. I hope you are getting the content correctly. Guys, in case if you're not on camera, please let me know if you're present. Manu, Dandy, Teddy.
Back.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Sorry.
Fantastic. Let me know once my screen is visible. Is it visible?
Now it is.
Yes.
Fantastic. So we have been doing a lot of work towards finding out a need and a need behind a need. The reason behind that is that majority of the hardworking good sales guys try to connect their proposal to customer need. Whatever customer suggests that I want to do this, I want to do that, they try and give a proposal to that particular requirement. But then only 1% of that best of the breed sales guys would be there. We consider as a great sales professionals. They'll attach their customer's need behind the need to the proposal. So that what happens that the sales becomes much easier. Go back to your own world. Let us say that if anyone have recently purchased a car, if your car satisfied your need behind the need, then the experience of buying become extremely joyful. And if people are just buying it for the sake of checkbox tick, then it is one more product at home. Then there is no fun. Normally, based on how we purchase, that is how everyone in the B2B world also would be thinking about it. With me? Perfect. Going one step forward, now this is a new concept. I would like to fetch a bit of attention here. We have been thinking on majority of the things which are moving in the customer world. We said that we will find out DIs, decision influencers. We also said that we will find out about a need behind a need. Now, there is a high possibility that not every customer or every decision influencer is ready to change. Am I right?
Yes.
Every decision influencer may have a different opinion about this, and that is where we have to find out decision influencers' acceptance to whatever the change which we have proposed. I'm dividing this into 4 possibilities. First and foremost would be a DI's acceptance state where he is in fix. Remember, there have been 4 major words which we talked about: fix, maintain, accomplish. These have been the 3 characteristics which is for people normally buy anything. Guys, you're getting the point? Nandy, you're back? I don't think Nandy is back. Okay.
I'm sorry. I mean, you said it was fix, maintain,
and accomplish.
And
improve.
Accomplish. Improve.
Improve. Improve. So here, the first of that is fix. This is his acceptance to the change. Here is a definition for you.
Yes.
Something is broken in DI's world and he need to fix it. These are the kind of DIs, those will come searching for you. Correct? Let us just imagine that tomorrow in AT&T, something bad happens from the Tech Mahindra team. They'll come searching for Romain saying that, okay, we need a fix. Am I right? When a customer sees that there is broken, yeah, Romain, go on.
No, I'm saying you're right. I'm the go-to guy. So if anything happens, then I'll just take whatever Tech Mahindra has as business.
As we are speaking, I'm facing exact same issue with one of our existing clients, and that's why I'm getting calls after calls. So yeah.
Fantastic. The guys, those who are in fix, they'll come searching for you. They'll do everything in their capacity to make sure that they get the fix of whatever is broken as fast as they can, and their acceptance to the change is very, very high. Correct? Here is what you will be able to see, that normally they do have urgency very high to high. The second kinds of guys, which is majorly into improve. Correct? Now, if the DI is into a improved state, this is what the definition will look like. He is doing well, no problem, but he want to still improve further. He want to do something better in his world. Normally in such situations, the urgency is high to medium. Correct? Let us go one step forward. There is a third kind which is into maintain mode. They don't want to do anything different, but they don't want to have a breakdown. Normally in organizations of a bigger size, as that of AT&T or probably Tony, your case, they want to maintain the status quo, and in order to make sure that they don't put too many dependencies on one vendor, they tend to have 3 vendor policy, 5 vendor policy, and they divide the entire work in 3 or 4, 5 people, so that even if one vendor goes down, the second or a third or a fourth will pick it up and they'll be able to balance it out. Normally in such situation, these are the kind of customers, those who are in a maintain mode. And in a maintain mode, DI has other priorities. DI doesn't want to rock the current boat. Whatever is currently going on, they don't want to rock it. In such situation, their involvement would be different. This is not a priority. If it comes, it comes. If it doesn't come, it doesn't come. He's in a maintain mode. You're with me? Going one step forward, there are going to be some DIs in the customer world, those who are complacent, those who think that my current world is better than the solution you are providing. Imagine someone from AT&T comes and says it to Romain that, what are you talking about a chatbot? We are absolutely okay with voice. People are absolutely happy to talk to me on voice. Now, if they think that they are better off, they don't need anything to be changed, then these are the guys which are in complacent stage. Correct? With me? Any question?
Yes.
DI feels his or her current solution is better than, and no need even to consider the change. In such situation, there is no urgency. Why are we even discussing this? This is what the stand they'll be. I don't have any urgency, any need, anything. Why are we even discussing this? My current world is better than your solution. Everyone understood all the DI changes, acceptance to the change, whatever they are at. Perfect. Any question, any doubt? Hemant, Deepak?
I'm
No,
good, Amit.
we are good.
Fantastic. Now, if this is how it is, then let us go one step forward and do this workshop. On your screen, you will be able to see something which is a table. Name of the DI, stated need, their NBTN is clearly visible. What is the acceptance to the change is something which is to be marked. Can someone share your sheet? Romain, can you please reshare your sheet on the screen?
Somebody sharing is asking me to replace current share. Is somebody sharing right now?
Sure. Tony, can you do that?
I think he's saying somebody else is sharing. So somebody's sharing, right?
I'm sorry.
No?
Do you guys? Nobody's sharing right now, Romain. But
Hold on.
if
I
you
don't know.
if
It's
you,
telling me. Oh, there it is. I'm sorry. I got you guys. Here it is. Can you guys see? I think somebody was trying to share at the same time as me.
Okay. Now you can see here column number M and N. DI acceptance?
Here.
Correct. That is where you have to write down one among the 4 options. I stands for
Okay.
improved, F stands for fix, C stands for complacent, and M stands for maintain. Based on your current understanding of the world, customer world, please write down I, F, M, or C in the DI acceptance.
Okay.
Jackie, is the concept clear?
Yes.
Because you don't have opportunity, I'm asking you specifically because it may happen that over the period, it will become important for you to know what we are saying about DI's acceptance. Whatever the proposal which we have given, that will create some change in the customer world, right? And whatever that change in the customer world is going to be, either they are going to be happy about it or they are going to be sad about it. Based on where they stand in this, they'll either support us or they'll oppose us. Is this clear? Perfect. Great. Tony, can you please update your sheet also? I think Sam, you and Dandy, you also. Please update your sheet so that it will become handy when next conversation comes in.
I I have a question. I mean,
And
I want to put to improve, which would be I obviously, but I mean the reason I'm saying that is because the issue is that the client's current setup, they have a lot of attrition for their internal reps, right? They have a lot of attrition, so they lose reps, and then they have to go out, hire a new rep, retrain. So it costs them money. So for need, I put reliable doc verifiers. For need behind the need, I put cutting costs, right? So I would put DI acceptance as an I because it would improve in the sense that we can hire reliable agents that wouldn't attrit, that we wouldn't lose.
Okay. So Tony,
Is that accurate?
no, tell me one thing. Is the need to a level wherein he is in the fix?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Is the customer in a fix? Is it like a broken situation wherein he is worried about
No,
it?
it's not broken. No.
If it is not broken, then you are correct. But if the
Okay.
customer is currently at the stage wherein there is no team and there is a huge attrition and he is in the fix, then you should write F.
Okay. Okay.
Based on
Got it.
where the customer is. Again, your proposal is either going to be very eagerly picking it up, or he's going to say, okay, yes, it is important, highly appreciating it, but then yes, it is on a back burner.
Right. Okay. Understood.
Fantastic. Andy, you had a question?
well,
Okay.
I'm good, thank you. I just said I'm done with updating my own tracker.
Fantastic. Sharing back my screen. Wherever you are doing any assumption, please mark it with a caution or advantage wherever it is appropriate, so that you will be able to nullify these cautions and use these advantages when you are pitching. We are already doing it in the main room. Because we have a lack of number of opportunities. I'm just doing this all exercise in the main room. Feel free if you have any concern, any thought in the mind. Did you are able to capture the thought?
Yes, for sure. Yep.
Lovely, great. Now let us go one step forward and say that his current acceptance level is acceptable. That okay, he's willing to accept it. But is it aligning to your proposal now? He want to change something in his world. There is a situation which he's facing, but is it in alignment to your proposal, or is there anyone else's proposal which is sounding better than yours? Now this is a question wherein we will go to a next concept of decision influencers alignment with your proposal. I have just created one case study for you. Please look at it. I'll hold myself for another minute, read it, and let us discuss that after this. Just give me a minute more. Okay. Till now, everyone with me? Anyone need more time? Okay, Jack is done. June, thank you. May. Does this happen in our world? A very normal case? This is how our cases proceed. I'm going to the next piece of that here. Read the end question and let me know what is your opinion. Want me to go back to page 1? Please let me know. Yes, Jackie, tell me.
Um, I would like to add to the question that is there, or should we wait till everyone finish?
Yeah.
Okay. I believe that in this case, first we need to make sure that all the stakeholders are included in the besides the proposal. I think we need to share also a plan how this will be executed. And in that case, we need like the experts on that base. That would be operations, IT, and the other departments. So maybe in this case, that was missing because the proposal was solid and was sent to the VP or to the person that it's given the final answer, but maybe we didn't check or we didn't have any transition calls to like share the plan, how this will be executed after the deal was closed. And also we didn't share a timeline of when this will be finalized wasn't shared at the time. And maybe that's why at the end this was going slow and was not showing the results as expected.
Perfect. Very rightly said. Anyone else?
I think a part of it is that from the first initial dialogue conversation, it said that speed was one of or speed became Alex's advantage. I think speed was a disadvantage. I think a part of it is that he was having right conversations, but then to Jackie's point, people were missing from that conversation because when the proposal came out for this one here, a lot of persons weren't in agreement. There were still iffy conversations needed to be had. It was being dragged along internally. So probably from the initial start, if everybody was included in the first main path finding, because if people are disengaged, persons are not so sure about implementation of what is being discussed. That means that they have unanswered questions that were not included in the first initial conversation. So
Absolutely.
speed wasn't his advantage in this one. It was definitely his disadvantage. There was more conversations needed.
Absolutely. So normally when we do not know who is reading my proposal and how he is reading it, what state of mind or what need or a need behind a need or what kind of objections he may have, if we don't know them, then there comes a time when they start raising concerns informally, formally, asking questions about your ability, your credentials, and suddenly the whole conversation becomes all about the trust or the credibility of that particular organization instead of only about the merit of proposal. So normally, if that is not taken care, then people like CX leader questioning the performance of stability, or IT informally raising concern about the integrations, or something about a migration or execution of the order. All of these will become the hindrances in your closure. Yes, Ted. Go ahead.
No, I think Dandy was first. Dandy, go ahead.
Okay. Please, Andy.
Oh, I'm in support to Jackie and then Remain, but I want to add something there. In the proposal, it says that this customer has been their partner for a bit of a time, right? And so from an operational standpoint and maturity level, right? You have all the data considered, right? So while, the complacency is there because that has been your client and everything is going pretty much well with the client and you know how it is. But I think from maturity level, if there are some opportunities in between, we need to understand, consider um, other things that might be of a risk, right? So we need to make sure that while we present the solution, we're also seeing that we would want to go this path as well because we're seeing that the call spikes in this hour and this is our mitigation plan. So I think it's covering everything, not just what is being covered on the need of the customer, right? So I think it's a holistic approach given that from a client perspective, we should be more mature in terms of understanding their business.
Absolutely right, Andy. But again, going back to the point, everyone will read the proposal in a different manner. And that is what something which we have to remember. Sometime it may happen that their pain point is not covered or their concerns are not been addressed. Then it will become a conversation point for them as well. Yes, Ted, please go ahead. Add.
Yes. So I believe putting a sales hat on this topic, I believe it happens sometimes as salespeople. We get too comfortable with a certain client, as Dandy said, in a relationship which is for years. We get comfortable and we don't even, let's say, reach out maybe to operations or IT or whatever department is there for us to align internally first. And as I've mentioned on the previous meetings, we overpromise to certain degree and we underdeliver because the friction is there still within the internal teams. So we don't have the full alignment between all departments before we go ahead and send the proposals, even for new deals, which might seem small in the beginning and something that we can 100% deliver. There might be still gaps within our teams, which might cause, let's say, problems later on.
Okay, fair, lovely. So normally, Ted, what do you think we should do? Should we send proposal when we are not sure about the alignment internally, or should we hold?
No, for sure. In my perspective, I believe proposals should be not aligned. It should be 100% aligned internally with other departments because it's not us as salespeople or CS who will be delivering those results. It's the ops team who's going to deliver the results. Is IT, is whoever department is involved. So without their, let's say, consensus, we cannot go ahead and say, okay, here's our proposal. Okay, for pricing, we shouldn't, let's say, 100% go only with them because there's financial team as well who deals with approvals as well. But yes, of course, and 100% we need to align internally with ops before going to the client.
Not only our ops, I'm saying that
Yeah.
from customer world. Let us say that if it is not, so here is a sentence which I am trying to talk about.
Mhm.
Alternatives were explored, not because the proposal lacked merit, but because it arrived before the organization was fully aligned to stand behind it. So in such situations, when you are very comfortable with a customer, what do you think?
Mhm.
Should we send proposal or should we not send proposal? Others also can pitch in, please.
No, I believe as I said, in my perspective, I believe in each case, even though, let's say, the proposal, as you said, might have merit, still there is need for us to align internally first and then go ahead and send the proposal. I don't think there is anywhere and any, let's say, given chance that we should send a proposal just, let's say, from ourselves, because of course it will backfire us immediately within the other departments involved.
Lovely. Roman,
So
what do you think?
yeah, I'm sorry, Sammy. So a part of it, I
Yeah,
guess,
Roman, go ahead.
is to thank you. So I think a part of it is Ted is to the point he's saying that of course the proposal can be strong internally, but then because everybody is not included from the clients, and I've seen it a lot, where if something goes wrong, like for instance, if we lose an account here internally with Fusion, right? There's something called a postmortem that is done. Everybody here is within client service, so you guys know. Postmortem is done on that lost account to whose fault, who's to blame, where was the issue, where did the issue happen, right? I think a part of it is in the client space as well. If something doesn't go right within their space, a postmortem is typically done within their environment. So nobody's going to agree to something that in the ending, if it should fall back on their department, it's their fault, right? So I think a part of it is that I've noticed that within even when we're implementing a new line of business within AT&T, the client has a transition team like what we have here internally, and that transition team is responsible to have everybody in all departments, the key stakeholders involved in the conversation. And I think a part of it here is that, of course, the veto is there and the veto makes the final decision, but sometimes the veto is not on the CEO or the CFO or the CTI. Sometimes the veto, like what I have here, is just a director that is given the responsibility to make right decisions.
Correct.
So to the point here, I think a part of it is that to back to I believe I don't remember who said it before. I think it was either Dandy or Tony. They said no, Jackie, people are missing. And I think because persons were missing, they weren't agreeing to something that they never, weren't a part of the decision making process for. So of course the proposal was good, but then it fell dead because persons weren't there to really conversate and have conversation and give their questions and the insight. Because I can answer something for IT. I can answer something for Aro, but I'm gonna send a proposal that also it affects IT. I can answer it. So if something goes wrong and Arupi was not a part of the conversation and, money is wasted on my merit of what I believe looks right, then I'm in trouble because in the initial part of it, Arupi is not going to agree to it because he was never a part of the conversation. I think a part of what happened here is that the right persons are really not involved. They were missing, and due to the fact that they were missing, nobody wants to agree to something that they never was a part of in the first place. So I get to and I agree with the clients here within the scenario. Why agree if I wasn't a part of the conversation? So everybody needs to be involved. That is a key stakeholder in the decision making process, within every department that impacts the business. And I think a part of that, if Alex really got everybody involved, he would have been able to have a solid deal from the start. But it opened up a next conversation, a next kind of worm, and then it fell on deaf ears because probably internally they're fighting the case of should we implement or not implement because everybody's now trying not to be a part of that, you know, premature prevention that it fails.
Very nice, Roman. Very rightly said. Perfect. Yes, Sam. Go ahead.
Yeah, by the way, Arup is our CTO. That's what Roman was keep mentioning, right? So I totally agree. I think the major problem is when we don't align with our internal stakeholders, like Roman and other folks were mentioning. Sorry, I'm getting a call. This is really important, but all I'm trying to address that, for our customers, it's us, and Enter Fusion is one team. So they
Correct.
would put us on one stakeholder. So just leaving with you that thought, I'll be back within another 5 minutes.
Sure. Okay. So, guys, the point which I wanted to bring it to your notice is that um, yes, everyone will read the proposal in their own light, in their own state of mind where they are, whether they are a part of the process, whether they are not a part of the process, whether they are looking for one particular point in the proposal, whether they want to safeguard their own interest and their own rules sometime. That all will be the part of the discussion which is currently going on. Now, also, sometime it may happen that the concerns are really genuine. And in order to make sure that we uncover them early in the process, our questioning has to get more and more stronger. So if you remember, in our sales call planner conversation, we said that there are 6 type of questions which are to be asked. Am I right? Can you recollect that 6 type of questions? First was verification question. Second was new information question. Third was qualification question. Fourth was, any idea?
Fact finding, excuse me, fact finding questions.
Fact finding question. Fifth is the fifth question is feeling question. And sixth question is personal loss question. Correct? I hope you remember there are 6 type of question types which we talked about. Now the 6th and the 5th type, feeling and the personal loss question, these are the questions which will help you uncover the DIs which are normally not on the table. Is there anyone who is getting affected, or is there anyone who is involved in the process of this evaluation? Or you can ask something which is a factual information about the IT infra or about a CX current solution, which other DIs will not be able to tell you, and they will be able to add a value in the process. So remember that all 6 type of questions are important. If that is not clear, please ask me questions on the type of questions whenever you go through that sheet. Right? Great. Moving one step forward. Here's something which is we have created the alignment ranking. You can see that if someone is strongly agreeing or aligning to my proposal, then we will give +3. If someone, just a second, before that, I think I have, yeah, correct. +2 for moderately aligned, +1 for neutral, -1 for indifference, -2 for leaning towards your competition, -3 for strongly aligning. Normally, if the person is able to read the proposal and he is going to give me the solution, he is going to fall in these 6 brackets. And based on that, this is what will happen. We will give +3 marks when we say that the customer clearly supports our solution and actively champions it internally on the competition. If you have someone like this supporting your current input, then please give +3 to him. The customer leans towards our solution, but may still have some minor reservations or need additional validation from you. In such situation, he is moderately aligned, give him +2. The customer is neither fully supporting nor opposing our solution, remaining open to both our proposal as well as competitor proposal. Normally, gatekeepers, those are who acting on the influence of senior management, normally are neutral. Give them +1. -1 to the customer, thus show little engagement and hasn't indicated any clear preferences for our solution or competitor solution. Give them -1. Leaning toward the competition, the customer shows a slight preference for the competitor solution, but remains somewhat open to continued discussion. Normally, this happens with sales conversation, wherein they'll say that, they have this one good feature, but however, tell me your cost. Now he is trying to show us that where he want to take it, but still want to keep continuously talking to us also. And then there are some of them, the customer is firmly aligned with competitors offering. He's sometimes even a coach of that account, and he sees little or no value in our proposal. He's just saying that you will not win this. then in that case, mark it with a -3. Is the scale clear? Any doubt, any question? Fantastic. If you have someone in the bottom two, then it is a caution. If someone is at the top two, then it is an advantage, right? These are the 6 which we are trying to see in the customer world. If the customer is enthusiastic, then we will go +3, then +2, then +1, then -1, -2, and someone who is dismissive, we will give -3. All with me? All of you would be able to identify whether your customer is doing in one of them?
Yes, for sure.
Fantastic. Whenever we have an advantage, we use that to make sure that we pitch better, use them. And whenever there is a caution, they're all our anti-sponsors and we try to win them or move away from them in the case. Any question, Tony, Jackie? Lovely. Let us just quickly think about this. If you have this, any of the clarity, then we need evidences of this alignment. How will we find the evidence? What do you think? These are not what my feeling is about that person. This needs to be with some evidence. Let us say someone has read something and said something in the email or in the text message or somewhere in a meeting. He mentioned that no, this is not working for us. All such evidences are going to be important for us. Correct? So we will not make our own opinion or judgments. We will not go with a gut feel. We will wait for them to give us evidence of what they are saying. It is about their feeling and this always needs the evidence. The evidence is based on the sales conversation, responses, queries, or behavior. Like for example, let us say a customer makes you wait for number of days to give an appointment. Whenever gives an appointment, he keeps rescheduling it. Then we know that this is not his priority. He is indifferent about our proposal. And it is happening with everyone. The initiative is open for forever. Then we know that the customer is actually not interested in closing at all. Correct? He is indifferent. Again, please reiterate. Do not assume individual stakeholders alignments to remain unchanged for across the engagement. Sometimes they are dismissive, suddenly can become supportive as well, or even can become enthusiastic as well, because their need also can evolve. Correct? Is everyone with me? Fantastic. Now here are 2 opportunities in front of you. Is this making any sense? So in opportunity 1, I have veto, user, gatekeeper, and coach. I have given their acceptance to change, maintain, fix, and improve, respectively. Correct? I have mentioned the influence level, high, low. And I have also written their feeling about our proposal, -1, +3, -2, +3. Is the opportunity 1 clear to everyone? So we have a veto who has a high influence. He's in a maintain mode and he has not a great feeling about our proposal. Correct? Sorry for this. Now go to the opportunity 2. You can see that there is a veto who is in a fix. He has a high level of influence and he is also +2 for our proposal. Correct? Now which opportunity will you prefer?
I would go with 2.
2.
Go with 2. Okay.
2.
2.
Everyone is
2.
saying 2. Everyone is saying 2, right?
Yes.
Now let us say that I put the advantages and caution on top of them. My veto who is in a maintain mode is my caution. My gatekeeper who is not aligned to my proposal is caution. My coach who is having a low influence level is my caution. Correct? You can look at the same thing in the opportunity 2. I have 2 cautions and 4 advantages. Is your opinion still the same? Opportunity 1 or opportunity 2? Let us ask it to Sam. Sam, which opportunity will you prefer? Opportunity 1 or opportunity 2?
I would say 2.
Sure?
Yes.
Fantastic. Now let us say you get to see this data in this format. Now which one will you prefer?
1.
I'll go back to the previous. It is exactly the same opportunity. Fix.
But you don't have the veto and coach in the second option which you're giving us in opportunity number 2.
I am not giving it in both opportunities. Neither in opportunity 1 nor in opportunity 2.
Exactly.
So it simply means that if you do not uncover a coach and if you do not uncover a veto, then you are playing in blind. All of us
I
in
agree.
this situation will go behind opportunity number 1. These are people, those who are in fix. One of them have a high influence, another have a gatekeeper role and a low influence. But both of them are going in one direction because both of them are in fix. We will chase this opportunity. But at the end, what will happen? Because the veto is in maintain mode, there is a high possibility that nothing will happen. Guys, you are getting the point?
Got it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So 100% visibility and 100% alignment to the DI is extremely mandatory. Without
That's
which,
why you have to talk to multiple stakeholders. You should not rely on one single spot. So try to bring maximum people on discussion so that we can understand it and ask the right questions.
perfect. So the intention is to uncover all the information in the early stages. And we know that the win planner will give us a lot of visibility about who is going to win and who is not going to win. Okay. These are the 2 companies which will directly give you clear understanding about this, right? Now let us just quickly go back to our sheet. Romain or Sam, if you could share your sheet on the screen, and you can please feel free to openly discuss because this is a smaller group now, and you all have liberty to discuss. Who is sharing? Romain, can you share?
Sure. Just trying to find please share current. That's the right screen. You guys can see my screen, right?
Okay, now here you have to rethink about the influence level, involvement level, and alignment level.